to welcome once again to Pop Shop on this Friday evening. In the studio, a special guest. We'll meet him a little later on. In the meantime, let's get the show on the road with Cliff Richard. A new one from him called Green Lights.
Searching for a green light, looking for it all night, using all my keen sight. Searching for a green light, on just this side of midnight, till dawn breaks into daylight, keeping myself out of sight. Searching for a green light. Well, I've heard the story before, but that won't stop me searching. It's been so long since you gave me a sign to stop my head turning. But all I have are just your old memories. But you know, baby, that's fine, 'cause I'm spending all of my time searching for a green light, looking for it all night, using all my keen sight, searching for a green light, on just this side of midnight, just this side of midnight, till dawn breaks into daylight, keeping myself out of sight, searching for a green light, looking around.
Well, that's Cliff Richard searching for a green light. And believe me, he's got all the go. Still, haven't you, Cliff?
Just about, yeah. Mind you, I don't know why everybody expects one to sort of lose one's energy as one gets older. I've grappled with it all and found more.
Welcome to South Africa once again. Nice
Thank
to have you here. Who wrote that song?
It's written by Alan Tarney. There's a Tiny Spencer band. They've had a couple of hits here, I believe, and they had a sort of a minor hit in America. They've just made a new album, but Alan Tarney came in with that song. When I, in fact, was recording the Green Light album, we didn't have a title song for the album. When he played it to me, I thought, well, I just love that kind of controlled, aggressive rock and roll,
right.
And we put it on the album.
Super. What are you actually doing in South Africa this time? Besides
well,
singing, I know we know you sing.
Well, I mean, I've come specifically to sing, of course. I mean, the last few times I've been here as a gospel singer. And every time I come, people say, you know, have you given up singing your rock and roll? And of course I haven't, not at all. I mean, Green Light proves it.
Right.
So this year I got together with a band from Australia, and we're going to do 2 hours of rock and roll, folks. And I'm in the middle of rehearsing it all. No, in fact, no, what am I talking about? We've rehearsed it and done a show.
That's right.
But we're at the Film Trust Arena, and, well, I mean, if anybody thinks that people who get to be 38 lose their love of rock and roll, well, they'll have to come and find out that they're wrong.
What sort of numbers are you doing then?
Oh, a real mixture. I mean, I've got nothing against nostalgia, and so therefore, I mean, I'm unashamedly doing 40 Days and Living Doll and The Young Ones and Move It and Dynamite. So I've got a lot of oldies there. And of course, but the second half of my show, I tend to sort of do more of the new stuff to let people know that nostalgia's all very well, but there's a lot of new music to be made, a lot of new nostalgia to get into for, you know, we've got to create tomorrow's nostalgia.
But do you find that the kids of today actually don't remember songs like that? They've never been played by their folks or
It really depends. If there's say a young couple who are now married and maybe in their 30s, but who were, say, in Eloff Street when I first arrived here, then of course they'll have my records in their homes. I find that little kids know Summer Holiday and Bachelor Boy, and I think, well, how can they? And then I find out that they're mums and dads.
That's right.
I've kind of rammed it down their throats, good old mums and dads.
America. Have you ever cracked America? Have you been to America?
I've been to America. I can never really say that I've cracked it because I've only made one record that made the top 5 there, and I got a gold disc for Devil Woman. But you see, America's a very, very vast country, and I wouldn't even dream to say that I'd have cracked it until I've had at least 3 singles. I need to have 3 hit singles before I can say to people, I've cracked America.
Did you follow that with a tour, though, that Devil Woman song?
No, I went there to promote the single, but I didn't want to go on tour until I've had a couple of more hits.
I see.
See, if I'd gone there, I think I was wise not to go, because in fact we've not been able to follow Devil Woman over there. And if I'd gone, I'd have been embarrassed because there would have been a lack of people in the audience.
Sure. Do you find people like the Rolling Stones have made it in America? Do you find that these days you get mobbed like you used to?
Oh, no, it's different now. You see, I mean, don't forget now, I've been through my own teeny bopper era, and I loved every single minute of it, I really did. And, you know, I mean, South Africa's given me the greatest reception I've received anywhere in the world. You've got pictures of 10,000 people jamming Eloff Street. Well,
Sure.
I've not received that anywhere else. But I don't think it could possibly happen for me again like that, because I've moved out of that area. It takes a very exuberant young audience to do that for its idol.
Sure.
So now I feel that the audience has grown up with me. I mean, all right, so of course in my audience, certainly back home, it'll be interesting to see how it goes here. I get an audience that's mostly between 25 and 55, but often the people who come forward, who rush forward at the front of at the end of a concert, are all below the age of 20, which means they weren't even born when I started. So
Sure.
that's always nice. But, you know, it'll be interesting to see what happens here in Johannesburg, and I'm also going to go to Durban on the 18th, and also
Super.
Cape Town.
Wish you luck. Well, thanks very much, Cliff Richard. Right, let's